Hi, and welcome to another edition of the Sustainable Scoop. Okay, in like a lion, out like a lamb. It is the middle of March right now, and I'm not really sure what the weather's going to be like. One thing I am worried about are the plants and the trees, and I'm trying to figure out whether I should cover up my roses or just let them do their thing. Joining me today is a sustainable and green lawn landscaper, Zack Kline, to help me with these ideas.
Yeah, thank you, Miriam, for having me today.
Well, thanks so much for coming. This is very strange weather. Climate change is affecting us. And is this a good time for the plants? Is this a bad time? Should we be worried?
Some of them are already starting to bloom. We have the cherry blossoms, which the dates to actually view them have been fluctuating. They moved them up, they moved them back. We have snow out. Some of them are getting frozen. Really, some of the plants, I mean, they're hardy and they've been able to survive stuff before. So it's just a matter of letting this winter pass and everything will run its course.
But I was so eager to start like planting in the garden. Is it still too soon for that?
Yeah, you want to wait till soil temperatures are about 70 degrees. So we really need the temperatures to start going up, and it's a little tough to see where you're going to plant with all the snow on the ground.
I know, well, today's an exception, that's for sure. But when it's like 80 degrees, is there any negative effect to it becoming warmer earlier and earlier? This cold snap, the exception.
Well, it's good for business, I guess you could say, for us, since we have a longer growing season. But for the environment, a lot of these plants are on a schedule, just how we can be on schedules. And if you throw that off too much, you can cause a lot of stress, which can create diseases. It can create a lot of issues, which, again, aren't good for your landscape.
Well, one thing I like so much about what you do is that you do everything in a sustainable manner. And you talked a little bit about how you maintain lawns sustainably. Can you talk a little bit about that before people start over-fertilizing?
Sure. So your lawns actually naturally produce fertilizer, the grass itself, and if you actually leave those grass clippings, that provides enough fertilizer for a whole season. Most people in the past used to bag those clippings, haul them off to a landfill. A lot of waste that was created when you could have a free product. We do it by using natural organic products. We also cut and maintain lawns with battery-powered equipment. So it's clean, it's quiet, there's no toxic pesticides, and people just really enjoy that.
Nobody minds you coming to their neighborhood in the evenings or on weekends to work.
Not at all. And the best thing that we always get as a compliment is that they never knew our crews were there until they've left.
So tell me, how did you get involved in landscaping? I mean, what made you want to do this?
I've always had a passion for the outdoors. One of my best friends was very environmentally savvy, I'd say, and was very adventurous. And he took me on a lot of experiences that really cultivated my mind in terms of sustainability. I always knew I wanted to own my own business, and I've always enjoyed working outside, so all three combined together led me down this path.
And now I just think it's fascinating that you charge all of your equipment solar powered. That's very unique.
Yeah.
This is heavy duty equipment.
Yeah, this is commercial grade equipment we're talking about. You have these mowers that guys are sitting on, standing on, walking behind. You have hedge clippers, you have chainsaws, battery powered trimmers, string trimmers. Every single piece of equipment you can think of is battery powered, and then we charge it off solar panels. And then anything that we charge off the grid, we offset with carbon credits.
The other thing, I guess, in addition to that just being wonderful for the environment and for the people that you're working with, the employees are healthier because isn't there I wore one of those backpacks once just because it looks so like, what's that, home improvement kind of thing, you know? I felt so tough, but yet at the same time, there was all this gas that I just kept getting blown in my face. That can't be healthy for people every day.
Not at all, no. And actually 5% of the U.S. air pollution comes from small lawn care equipment, and that's because they don't have the same type of regulators on them as cars do. So all those emissions, as you can imagine, with all these lawnmowers across the U.S., just add up, and especially that point pollution right there, right what you were describing, in front of you, you have to deal with that, and it's not good for you, it's not good for the environment, it's just not good for the earth.
So when you come out and see people, what are some of the questions that they're asking, and what are some of the unique things that you provide?
They want to know what they can do. Some people have lawns and they want to maintain that lawn that they have because they either have kids or pets or they just like having that open space. So we help homeowners maintain it in a natural, organic manner. Others maybe don't have kids and are looking at designs that are more sustainable to help stormwater runoff, maybe attract more bees, butterflies, and birds or pollinators.
I like that.
So it depends really on the house, and that's the beauty of this business is that, there's different homeowners that have different, landscapes, and we can kind of come in and look at what would fit best for that.
And can you help them pick out the right plants, things that those of us without a green thumb might not kill?
Yeah, and like I said, it depends because every area is different. So drier climates and different soils are going to affect the plant selection, but we can definitely set it up according to whatever the site provides.
Is there anything we can do right now to kind of help nurture the ground and our shrubs and our trees?
Well, so not right now with the snow on the ground. Prior, if you'd put mulch down, that would actually help protect a lot of them by providing nice moisture underneath, as well as protecting the plant from any winter damage. But at the moment, since the ground is covered in snow, there's not much you can do. You can maybe do some tree pruning, but a lot of trees are coming out of their dormancy now, and if you do that, you're going to affect their growth.
Well, I want to thank you so much for coming today and talking to us about this. A lot of us are confused. How can they get in touch with you and learn more, not just about what they should be doing in their lawn, but maybe this wonderful sustainable business practice that you've come up with?
Yeah, the best way to get in touch with us is to go to our website. It's www.contactair.today. You can also give us a call at 240-772-1639 or shoot us an email at info@contactair.today.
I will certainly do that. And I just want to say to everybody that Zack and I met one another at the tech shop where we're always working on projects together. So if you want to see Zack, you can see him there as well.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks so much for coming.
Thank you, Miriam. Appreciate you having me.
And I want to thank all of you for watching The Sustainable Scoop. Thanks for listening and watching. We'll see you next time.